Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's going to get ugly out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get ugly before it gets better. Now, what do I mean by that? Obviously, we have this cloud lingering over the entire market at the moment with the Celsius issue. And it is a big issue, right? It's a big issue. And I want to keep mentioning that as one of the first things that we speak about because it's a problem. It could be a problem. And so please acknowledge that over the course of the weekend as it's something to be seriously considering. It's important. It's important to, eyes and ears wide open on what's going on there because it could send Bitcoin into 17,000. Now, again, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but just want to make sure you guys are prepared, right? If you're prepared, then you can take action or at least have an understanding that, look, this could be happening. It's not long term, this is not a big deal. Short term, it could be a big deal because you might be missing out on potential great entry points. Now, in the case of the lawsuit, Ripple claims SEC is attempting to conceal its flaws from public criticism. Now, I agree. Ripple has fired off a 3-page response to the SEC's submission of proposed redactions to the SEC's letter opposing Movent's motion to file an amicus brief regarding one of the SEC's experts. Look, deny, delay, retract, lie. This thing has had it all. This case has had it all. We've seen everything from the SEC. It's absolutely ridiculous how much we've seen, in fact. It's, look, what else is there left to say after so many months of saying again and again how ridiculous this case is? It truly is. Have a listen to this, though, when it comes to CBDCs. I think you'll like it. Have a listen to what he had to say.
So the paths are leading to some form of a digital currency. So do you think it's coincidence that we're now at the exact same moment seeing executive orders and mandates come out, and in it there is talk of a coming Federal Reserve digital dollar?
No, it's par for the course as far as I am concerned. How far along they are, I'm not certain. I have looked into this fairly deeply. There is some talk of going on the back of, let's say, an Xrp or some other currency that's out there now that's functioning well and has been basically tested, and then putting a CBDC on top of that. That certainly could be achieved, and if it were, it could expedite how quickly this comes to the fore. I think we've
So the paths
So
are
that's
leading.
really, really interesting the way that that's been described and the way that, he went on about it. Of course, you got to be political about these things, right? You cannot say they're going to use XRP, it could be one of. But the need for CBDCs and the move that is happening around the world and the inflation prices, collapse of the dollar, everything that is happening right now, XRP community have been talking about this for a long time. And it was crazy, right? Oh, it's crazy talk. It doesn't sound so crazy now. Here in Australia, we got lettuce at $10 per lettuce. That is just ludicrous, right? Prices of petrol are skyrocketing, food is skyrocketing, metal is skyrocketing, electricity is skyrocketing. Inflation, and it's all leading to a great reset. Something's got to give, right? And so, for me, where I see it, is a settlement or a win for Ripple. CBDCs with XRP underneath. And yes, it does bring identity issues and governments will have extra powers and it's quite scary from a privacy point of view, what they'll be able to do with your ID. But whether you like it or not, it's coming. And so you may as well be behind the projects and the blockchain technologies which are going to underlyingly be there to support these governments and their motives. That's where XRP comes in. That's why I talk about it on a daily basis. That's why on-demand liquidity is coming. So, be mindful over the weekend about what you research and how you go about it because it's quite powerful what's going on out there. Now, we could be seeing, volatility, coming through the weekend and certainly into next week as XRP price is primed for volatility as Ripple gets closer to securing a victory against the SEC. I don't think we're going to see anything from some, the judge until the 23rd, 24th, maybe even 25th. So I'm not expecting too much to be going on, but I do expect volatility to be coming across over the weekend. And like I said, if you don't feel comfortable, no move sometimes is the best move. Just you don't have to make a move, right? And in terms of other things that have been going on, Ripple CEO Brett Garlinghouse, confident of crypto future, warns industry will see more pain in short term. And he's spot on, right? There will be more pain coming through. We're already seeing pain coming through, and we're going to be seeing a lot more coming through. We got Ethereum at prices from January 2018, and I can see a $900 Ethereum coming through, like in not too distant future. It's coming. And that's, you just got to be patient. Now, it may not, but if you are patient and you want to take the, the risk of, getting that really, really perfect entry, then 900 for Ethereum is looking pretty possible from the charts. From a charts perspective, it does look possible. Now, Ripple files response to SEC's redaction. You must not miss out on. It's really, really cool what is going on at the moment. James K. Finland, he does a great job on Twitter. If you don't follow him on Twitter, make sure you follow him on Twitter, because he's doing a really, really cool job at keeping us up to date with what is going on, what is happening from a legal perspective as well. So I find his channel really, really cool. XRP continues to move laterally. Does it have a bearish target now? Look, it's got high volatility coming through. There's going to be high volatility coming through in the next couple of weeks. So just be mindful of that, be aware of that, because one good positive news around this case and it could send XRP skyrocketing up. The way the market is going right now, we're going to be heading into high 20s, maybe even mid 20s. If Celsius goes down, we could be seeing low 20s. And again, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but you're just going to be on the lookout, right? Eyes wide open. Now, as we jump into a tiny and we start to have a look a little bit, from a Bollinger Band perspective, MACD, RSIs, you can see there's not been that much movement. It's only 1.88% down. We got Ethereum like almost 8% down. We got Bitcoin at 5.91% down. These are the time I'm making this video, by the way. But not a lot of action has been going on with XRP. It's been pretty flat today. And so there's not too much to report on from an RSI point of view. We touched the bottom of the RSI and bounced back again. And we bounced off of it and came back up. But really, there hasn't been that much going on. Look, if you zoom in and, for example, go on the hourly, you can see that the hourly has gone into more like a bullish trend. But then again, if we go to, say, like a 4 hour, we jump on a 4 hour, you can see that it is quite bullish at the moment. But too early to tell at the moment, with what is going on out there. Certainly, it is losing less than others at the moment. Compared to some of the others out there, with Bitcoin with 31% for the week, 40%, almost 40% of Ethereum for the week. It's been a bad week for the Ethereum holders, to say the least. So interesting times ahead, but like I said, in the short term, I don't think it's gonna get uglier before it gets better. Put it that way. All right, so where could we be heading? Well, we could be going towards mid 20s, even low 20s if Celsius does go down. So just just be on the lookout for those possible opportunities, right? There is quite a bit of demand and support around this area at the moment, and so it is holding quite well. And like I said, any positive news could send this skyrocketing at any minute. But at the same time, mid-20s, 28 cents, 25 cents is very likely at the moment at this stage. Even 26 to 25 cents is very, very likely at the moment. So be on the lookout for that, because, like I said, it is very, very important during these times to not only look at technicals and charts, but also look at what is going on from a news point of view, right? The Celsius issue is a big issue. That is probably one of the key things that is on my agenda at the moment, just keeping myself up to date and just looking out for any form of news that comes out of it. Interesting, Tether at the moment is sitting at 9.99, as close as it's been to going back to $1. But there have been rumors and a lot of talks about another big player in the top 100 going down. Who will it be? I'm doing more research, as much research as I can, to see if I can bring to you guys any in the top 100 which are at serious risk of going to zero. At the moment, I'm not there yet as far as, confident enough to bring you guys, some solid names that, you know, for you to look out for and research. But as soon as I do, I will be bringing it to you. And if you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you. Look forward to see you on the next one.